वही चिरंतन जी सर ठीक है जी सर ठीक है सर पहले फर्स्ट आर्ट्स तो ले नेट चले हेड पे जीरो चले तो আমার নেট দিয়ে চলতেছে তো কি এয়ারটেল নেই এয়ারটেল দিয়ে চলে ফাইন ফাইন ऐसे कत হইলো না হ্যালো আসিয়ান একটু দেখো
Attention student. So there will be a live national induction 7.0 season with Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji will be held tomorrow in virtual mode from 4:30 p.m. onwards. So for the section A, B, C, D, E, F, X1 and X2, it will be in the Swami Vivekananda Auditorium. And for section G, H, I, J, K and X3 will be held in this particular auditorium at 4:30 p.m. in virtual mode. So I will request all the students to be present before 4:30 and as per your section be in the auditorium. Thank you. afternoon, National Institute of Technology, Agartala. I welcome all. May I now request the dignitaries, Professor R.N. Dean, PND, Professor Mikali Shah, Dean FW, Dr. Mitra Barun Sarkar, Dean SW, to kindly take the seat in the dais.
इधर माउस लगाइले स्क्रीन टच वाले मोती
I also like to invite Dean Academic Dr. Barney Shah to be in the dais. I will kindly request Dr. Barney Shah to give an welcome address to the students appointed.
Good afternoon, students. So, I welcome you on behalf of NIT Agartala to the second session of this induction program. Already, I hope that you have heard a lot about the institute from other dignitaries like director and dean academics and other persons. I am working in the capacity of associate dean academics, and I am from mechanical engineering department. So, in this session, in the second session, will not try to extend so much with speeches and other things. Will be directly introduced to the different systems that exist in NIT Agartala in terms of academics, in terms of sports, in terms of cultural activities, in terms of the research activities, everything will be shown here. So have patience and listen to all what other faculties will be telling. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request Professor R.N. Mohapatra, Dean PNB, to kindly address the students.
Just to show them that we are doing what a criteria safety rules.
Very good afternoon to one and all. Dear students, faculty colleagues, on the dais and off the dais. Is audible? Now, I am actually a professor in production engineering, and this is the additional charge I have taken as Dean Planning and Development. So, our department or section, you can call it as the largest section in the NIT Agartala. We cover the total maintenance and erection of all the infrastructures available. The star buildings you are finding on the road when you are moving, the roads itself, the electrical section, civil section, security personnel. So all these things, housekeeping, gardening. So these things we maintain. Here we have a dedicated section of electrical section. We have a dedicated section covering civil section. So security personnel is also there. So in that sense, hardly I come into direct contact with the people as the Dean Planning and Development is concerned. But if you come to these classes, I also take some classes. So in that case, we'll be interacting. If you do have any problem in this one regarding your whatever the problem regarding maintenance, this water leakage is there, explaining MIS. So you'll be knowing, I think you know what is MIS, that is the way it is operating in our system, NIT Agartala. So that you'll be knowing gradually. So now coming to your entry into this one. So are you motivated to study BTech or yes or no? Yes, sir. Okay. So what is motivation? Motivation is ability to do when transformed to will to do. You are able person, I know. You have come through entrance, you have passed through rigorous test, so you are able. But whether you are willing to do this or not, that makes a difference, whether you are motivated or you are not motivated. Yeah? So that you have to decide. Okay? Now, if I give one simple example, now all of you might be knowing the way to this shopping complex. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Suppose I tell you, you run to some shopping complex, come back, do it 100 times, will you do? Will you do 100 times moving to shopping complex, coming back? Will you do it? No, sir. No, it's a clear and route no.
Yes,
But let me make this situation motivational. I will ask you, if you will go to shopping complex, come back, do it 100 times, I will give you 5 lakhs. Now tell me.
Yes, sir.
At least you will try. You know the roadmap, you are able person, strong and stout, but you are not willing to. When I give this incentive, motivational factor, you do. Whether you complete that one or not complete that one, that's a different issue. But at least you will try. Clear? So you choose your motivational factor and decide how to be motivated. It's a self-motivation kind of case. So try to be motivated, be humble, study, and participate in different clubs available. Clear? And whatever the things you are doing, do it in a coordinated way. If you do not do in a coordinated way, that will create problem in future. Or the output, net output, coming output will be drastically reduced or might be cheap. So regarding this coordinated kind of doing the work, let me tell you a story. Now 2 persons are working in the hot summer. One was digging the hole and the man behind him was filling that hole. Are you getting my point? One person, the first person digging the hole, second person was filling the hole. That was 12 noon, summer. So the person sitting other side, third person, he was looking at that. And he was thinking what these people are doing. So he watched them for half an hour. Then asked them what you people are doing. The first one said that I am doing as you grow older in this institute. So I hope a bright future for you people. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request Professor Mitali Shaha, Dean FW, to welcome the students. Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon. Respected Director, sir, my faculty colleague on the dais and off the dais, and the young, our future engineers, scientists, innovators, leaders, etc., etc. Are you?
Yes.
You will be the future engineers and scientists of our institute? Okay, thank you. So I welcome you all in the second session of so many things, presentations and deliveries from various faculty members in the first session. So some key points I want to share with you all, that getting chance in the NITs is not an easy task. So I really appreciate and congratulate your achievements that you have cracked the important exam and you got the chance to study here. I know that all of you have come with some and expectations. So I hope that you try to spend most of the time of your valuable time of your coming years to fulfill your dreams and fulfill the expectations of your parents and friends. Will you do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you promise to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. So, main thing that as a dean of faculty welfare, my role is mostly revolving around the excellence and growth of the faculty members of this institute. But directly I am not involved with you, but that is a role which is deeply connected with you also. I can say very proudly that we have very world-class faculty members in this institute, which are really an asset of this institute. So they will be reforming your future life. They will be trying to transform your potential to an impactful career. But only thing that you have to be very studious, very serious, very hardworking, and you have to maintain a very disciplined life in the coming 4 or 5 years. Tomorrow you are going to attend your first class in this institute. So you have to remember certain things, that now you are step up from your school life and entered in an institute or college life. So our faculty members who are going to teach you, they are not the school teachers. They are the scientists and global researcher, and they will try to form your first professional network. Within a week will be assigned the faculty advisor or faculty mentor, who will be the academic guardian for the next few years. They will be helping, they will be solving all your personal as well as academic problem. You can share each and every problem, and the students who are staying in the hostel, they will be requiring all these things. And our faculty members will always be ready to help you in every respect. Apart from the theory classes, we will be having some practical courses, and our practical courses, most of the, I can say, practical syllabus, these are designed and framed in such a way that they can improve your experimental skills, and it also help you to develop the professional skill for the future. So you have to be main thing that everything you want you will be getting in our institute, but you have to be very serious while attending your class. And another important thing, that in our institute we used to maintain a strict standard of the classroom discipline and academic integrity. So forget whatever you have done in the past. You have to be, we have you to very strict, and you have to remove like this plagiarism, cheating, all these things you have to remove from your life. Because when we are loving to you, we are caring for the students. In that sense, when students are doing such, they are busy with such activities, we are giving strict punishment also. So I request you to please do not involve in such type of activities. So thank you all once again. Welcome to IIT family, and I really congratulate once again, and hope that you will get a great success in the future interview. Thank you.
Thank you for those welcoming remarks. To introduce you to our vibrant campus life, sports and cultural club, we'd like to introduce the Gymkhana and student activities. To talk about the Gymkhana and student activities committee, I'd like to ask the Dean SW Gymkhana, Dr. Mitraborun Sarkar, to give a brief account on this committee. I request all the dignitaries to kindly take the seat in the audience.
Good afternoon, everybody. A very warm welcome to all of you at NIT Agartala. This is the second session. I know you have been gone through the numerous lectures, as well as will be. Yeah. You have been gone through the various lectures as well as the presentations. All are related to your academic activities towards your upcoming year with some dreams. That means you want to do something, you want to achieve something. Now today, as a acting in SW, Student Welfare Gymkhana, I'd like to deliver something which is apart from your studies. I know this is a very important day for you. This is the inaugural of your future, the journey. So here during these 4 years, you will be involving with the various activities like examinations, preparations, assignments, different attending classes, laboratories, etc. But this is the normal thing. The any people will be doing all sort of things during their academic journey. But here at NIT Agartala, this particular section, DNSW Gymkhana, will provide you the different platform where you can nourish your talent, your dreams during these 4 years of journey, which is apart from your academic one. So it is not related to your academic one, means you have to attend these other labs or these things. Now, this NIT Agartala Gymkhana, basically it is the student body. Student body means this, only the student, they will be involving over here. Faculty like us, they like I am Dr. Vitul Sarkar, I am from EC department. Okay. Us will be in the top of this, but we are not going to interfere about their activities and all these things. So for that, their group of students will be selected by the authorities based on the different criteria that are already fixed. And that will be implied to the student, those who have passed their first year. In the second year onwards, you are eligible for the Gymkhana. So this is the student body, and this is an apolitical body. There is no politics associated with this thing. And they will be taking care of the various activities. Activities like what? Activities like your sports and fitness, activities like your cultural, activities like your different types of technical clubs. So let me tell you how many clubs are there. Okay, we will be presenting all these things in a bigger way. So for that, I'll be AGS from the student section shortly. But before that, let me summarize the thing. So there are 18 clubs over here, including 13 technical clubs, which are responsible for the various activities like the creations of drone. Right now, they are working under me for the the generations of the established creations of the different types of drone, loitering drones, and other types of drone. And very soon we'll be taking part of the various types of the different types of the program and other things. Similarly, the robotics club, e-Boza clubs, and there are 13 types of clubs. Even I don't know the name of all the clubs, but they are very active clubs over here. Similarly, the cultural clubs is also over here. So they are responsible for organizing the different cultural activities throughout the year. Now there are two main cultural events are at NIT Agartala that you will be facing or you will be experiencing in the two different semester order event. Namely, one is your that is called Moksha, and the second one is your technical that is called the IAM. You will be again getting chance to explore your ideal, your talent, whatever you have. If you have anything you are interested, that you can show over there. We have the NIT Agartala. I don't know whether any of one have you already visited our NIT Agartala sports complex or not. It is having one of the the finest type of the system and the support over here throughout the Northeast India. Okay, here we'll be getting all the the facilities for the indoor as well as outdoor games, and there is a the top-notch the gym facilities are over here. Okay, so it is open for all students. So what you have to do, you have to channelize your energy in a particular direction. Study is required, but other within the study, this platform will give you some scope where you can build your confidence, you can show your if you have any talent or other things, which it will shaping your overall your characteristics. That is the thing. That is the reason behind this thing. So without wasting much more time, I am going to handing over this stage to the AGS Siddharth and AGS Suvarna. They are the student body right now. They will be describing the activities, how you can involve yourself with these type of things. They will be discussing. But prior to finish my lecture or my presentations over here, I would like to mention one thing. Now, you must have gone through the ragging and all these words since you are joining over here, there will be various, I know that this is the age of WhatsApp and other things, so various groups you will be finding, they will be creating a group for these. They are not authentic if it is not actually supported by Gymkhana. Gymkhana is a group for the student. If they will be allowing, then only you can say these are the authentic group. Otherwise, this type of group we have experienced earlier, they were indulged themselves for the different types of illegal, I tend to say, the ragging and that sort of activity. So stay away from all that sort of things. Okay, if you have any kind of interest, so they will be giving you the instructions how to connect with them. So shortly, right now, they are going to present this. So I am calling Siddhartha and Suvarna, please. And thank you once again.
A very good afternoon, one and all presented over here. Today I, Suvarna Roy, the Assistant General Secretary Cultural, Gymkhana, and along with me is Siddharth Shrivastava, the Assistant General Secretary Cultural, to present to you what actually Gymkhana as a student body does, the initiatives undertaken by students, and most importantly, the different opportunities that you all are part of.
I'm sure over the last few days you have already heard about placement, CGPA, etc. etc. But there are a lot more things which exist in this college, like our clubs, technical clubs, cultural clubs, which we will be sharing with you in the further PPT. So we are here, the Gymkhana body, to explain how you can perform better apart from the academics also in the college.
So now, proceeding further, let me explain what is basically Gymkhana. Gymkhana is a student body that not only addresses the concerns and interests of all of the students here in our campus, but also is something that works as a bridge between the students and the higher authorities. Along with it, Gymkhana also make opportunities for the students to show their creativity and something they can do to come out of the box.
So student body Gymkhana is basically headed by Dean Student Welfare, Mr. Arvind Kumar Jain sir, Dean SW Gymkhana, and Mr. Deepal Tripura sir, Dean SW Hostel. And we are the student representatives who work across academic, residential, cultural, sports and welfare domains. And we act as a bridge between the student community and the institute administration.
So now let me explain how is Gymkhana constructed or like structured. If you see the PPT right here, you can see the Gymkhana is basically divided into 4 parts, that is cultural, technical, alumni and sports.
And in each segment like cultural, technical, sports and alumni, there is a position which is known as General Secretary along with 2 Assistant General Secretaries. And along with them, we have subordinate bodies in each segment also. Like in cultural, we have BCC, which stands for Board of Culture Committee. In technical, we have BTC.
So now, if I talk about the recent initiatives by JPL, I would like to speak about hostel community. Hostel committee. Over the years, when we were thinking, when we are having a meeting, it was never been able to execute properly. But this year, with the initiative of Gymkhana, we were able to form a hostel committee for the first time with each and every block, captains and vice captains, along with General Secretary Mass and General Secretary Hostel. So if you, being the first years, also want to be a part of it, can definitely fill the form and go for it for your personal blocks.
And you will be glad to know that there is an upcoming collaboration involving NCC and Project Film Cadets aiming for creating a student-led short film with national level reach. And we have also worked with Physics Walla. We have the sponsor with Physics Walla, and it's a collaboration with Physics Walla too. So it's a good achievement for our college and Gymkhana too. So as you can see, that Gymkhana isn't only about organizing celebrations. It is also about identifying student needs, creating opportunities, and taking initiatives in college.
Due to some technical issue, the images cannot be loaded here, but I would like to say that Gymkhana also stands strongly regarding anti-ragging too. So if any one of you is facing ragging through any form, whether it is teasing, some blunt comments, or like some things which is being done, you are free to come to us or any of the Gymkhana members who were previously in the slide, and you can address your issues. Also, being a part of a student of this campus, I feel it is also very important that we stay drug free. So I would request each and every one of you to live a healthy life, because at the end of the day, a healthy mind can only come from a healthy body. So coming to one of the most exciting aspects of our college journey, everything that actually happens beyond the classroom. Your academic journey is important, definitely, but your time at NIT Agartala also gives you opportunity to explore culture, technology, sports, leadership, creativity, and teamwork. So Moksha, it is known as the annual cultural fest of NIT Agartala. Me and Siddharth, especially being the part of AGS Cultural, feel that Moksha is actually something that is very close to us, because it together brings music, theatre, and artistic expression, but also provides students a platform to showcase their talent and a campus-wide participation and celebration.
And just after our culture fest, we have our IAM, our technical fest too, where students get opportunities to compete, collaborate, and showcase their technical skills. Then after that, we have our global alumni meet, which provide opportunities for interaction, mentorship, career guidance, and networking with the alumni that have already passed out from this college.
Sankalp 1.0. It is actually the annual sports fest of NIT Agartala, where students not only from our institute but also from different institutes of Tripura come together to compete and excel in their domain. So for that, if anybody of you is interested in sports, I would request you all to start it from here itself, so that in the later years when these competitions or fest happens, you can also do something and get something where you are really worthy of it.
And here comes the most interesting slide of the PPT. I guess you all were like before taking admissions in NIT, before taking admission in NIT, I thought you have already decided that I will go to college and I will join this club, that. So here's the some of the clubs which we will introduce you. We have technical clubs, Anima, which is basically related to aero, like drones and everything. Then we have NR, then we have UNSOP, then we have business club for startups, consulting club, data science and AI club, DSAI. Then we have coding club, DCC also. Then we have ESIL, Megastremo, usually they make the buggy you have seen, like ATV, all-terrain vehicles. Then we have Fusion Club for gaming. Then we have Pixels for it is for gaming and everything. Then we have Sandan Trio. Then we have Zenchroners.
Okay, so if you are somebody who is really interested in cultural activities, I would prefer you guys go for Aave, the Romantics Club, or Music Club, that is Malhar, Dance Club, that is Desire, Literary Club, that is NLC, and Fine Arts Club. Other than that, we also have two other clubs, Social and Outreach Clubs. For example, Weekend. Weekend is a club that actually works for the nobility factor, where students, underprivileged students, or children from the various parts, the nearby parts of this campus are taught every day. You can also be a part of it. Also, there is Think India. This is a club which usually conduct events like Ram Navami and etc. Also, I would like to say, if anybody is interested and want to know more about these clubs, you are interested to go to their Insta page. Each and every club have their own Insta handle. You can go there and you can explore more. There is one more thing. If anybody of you wants to make a club, I would like to simply that nobody is allowed to make clubs simply on their own. First they need to come to Gymkhana and after then to higher authorities in order to take permission for the same.
Okay, I think there is a network issue. A roadmap for you. Okay, so basically, if you have already listened everything about Gymkhana and Fest and everything, and all things sound good, but how it can be important to you and how you can be into the Gymkhana of the college and you can make the impact in college. So there are few steps we will be explaining to you. The first step in your first year, what you can do. You can explore all the clubs in the college and you can find that where your interest is. Okay, what club, like there are a lot of clubs. You can go and explore every club. You can perform some of the activities there and you can find that where your interest is. The second step, when you come in second year.
Okay, so try to be a creative or a lead, but this can only happen if you are in your first year consistent enough and goes to club and give your time there. Other than that, you can't be a part of it. And then comes the third year.
And then comes the third year, which is the main year, where you will be eligible to participate in Gymkhana. Okay, the third year you can eligible to participate in Gymkhana, you can make the impact in college. But for being eligible in that Gymkhana nomination and being competitive between the other competitors, you need to make your portfolio very strong, which will be made in your first year and second year. You will be performing in different clubs, different events, organizing event, and a lot more things you gonna face in the next 2 years.
With this, we would like to conclude our PPT, and being your seniors, I would like to say, or like we would like to say, don't spend your 4 years all for your future. Build your present as well. Study hard, absolutely. Join a club, play a sport, take part in a fest, stand on stage, organize something, volunteer for something, step outside of your comfort zone.
Because when you graduate, your degree will tell people what you have studied, but your experiences will tell them who you became. And Gymkhana is one of the platforms where you get the opportunities to build those experiences. So don't just be someone who attend NIT Agartala, be someone who participates in NIT Agartala.
Also, if you want to know more about Gymkhana, there is an Instagram handle of Gymkhana itself. You can go through it and follow the page and know about us more. Thanking you all. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.
Thank you for the informative overview. Now, I would like to call upon Dr. Shumon Dey, Associate Dean Academics and Chairman Institute Innovation and Startup, to give a brief about the innovation and entrepreneurship.
Very good afternoon to all. This is second time I am facing you, and you are also facing it second time. So the flavor must be different. In first half, whenever we met, we had one objective, and in second half, this objective is much more precise and very specific deliverables you are having. In first half, we were talking in general, and everyone was talking in just let's say beginning and etc. Now it's already beginning. You are in the second half, and life already started. Here if you see on screen, any idea whenever is presented before you, you take two perspectives. One is a novice perspective and another is with expert's perspective. Now if we just look at any of the components, just a second. The novice perspective always very challenging, not in terms of technology, It means whether I should be accepting or not. So my journey here comes with my experience. Being an academician, there is no reason that you should be talking about entrepreneur's journey or innovation as such. Mostly we focus on research and etc. Now, how the research is beneficial for someone? How the research really means to convert into a solution of your real life. In society, not everyone is engineer, not everyone is doctor. And as an individual, you require some services. Like at this moment, you are having some kind of suffocating situation. If it continues more 15 minutes, few of you will be requiring the slide I have shown, the hospital and ambulance. Now, here comes an interesting anecdote. Any problem, when you face, you always remember where is the solution, either myself or someone I will call who will make the solution on my behalf. So here in the campus, we always emphasize a student, you look to a problem in terms of a solution who is done by an individual expert. He may be a BTech engineer, he may be someone else, but the problem solved by an individual is the valuable matter. Now here things comes, innovation is everywhere now spelled out. What is the exact meaning of innovation? I'll wind up very quickly. It's a process of creating value by applying novel solutions to meaningful problems. It's a very simplest version which you can apply to your hostel room, classroom, anywhere. Now, three philosophy you are applying here, is it noble? If you come with a solution or any problem you look, is it noble? Does it solve meaningful problem? Does it create values? These three things you just practice over few years, you can find out, you can land up with problem solving or solution building agent. In NIT Agartala, we are having a very structured representation of innovation to startup journey. First one is Institute Innovation Council. It is Ministry of Higher Education's a dedicated cell where you have to submit reports throughout the year. A lot of activity happens, and our report card is submitted there. There is E-Cell, a student's body, who talk about the legalities of an entity, how you can make a product. Someone is saying, I made a product. Why am I using your product? Now the product may be a cup of tea. Why I will be relying on a cup of tea? So that should be an understanding first. There are a lot of legalities. If I make a solution, that solution may harm someone. Why someone will be believing me? Finally is a startup. The startup is a very phenomenal word. All of you are fascinated by Shark Tank and etc. You feel life is so fantasy and people are coming with a solution and instantly people are getting some money. Not at all. You have to find out the what you are pursuing in your mind that must be converted to a solution in terms of a deliverables to someone who know nothing about it. So that requires a legal responsibility, financial liability, and obviously there are a lot of risk. Risk in terms of your time, risk in terms of a lot of investment. So in our institute, we are having a very organized policy. Institute innovation policy aligned with national innovation policy. Now, unless a policy is there, you will not find a roadmap, where to start, what to do, what are the SOPs, whom to approach, and how one can denounce you. No, you are not doing good. So a policy is very important. So we are having national innovation policy and also institute innovation policy, which help you to declare that my solution is an innovation or my idea is an innovation. Now this already you have discussed at length, that whenever we are talking about the beauty of this assembly, in our campus around 6,000 people are there. So 6,000 different minds, 6,000 different problems, 6,000 different solutions. That means it's a market. Now this market I always represent as a classroom. You are a producer and your teacher is a client. You produce good, your client pays you more in terms of marks. So client and producer relation, that should be understood from your exam point of view, from your daily classroom point of view. So whenever that convert into money, we call it as a business. But simply saying, the strength of the institute lies in its physical existence, and this physical existence gives you an opportunity. Today you can find out the AC probably not properly working. Who are the engineers to be concerned for that? Electrical, mechanical. That means 2-3 engineers can take it up as a viable assignment. Next level problem comes. These ACs are looked after by non-engineers, maybe some service personnel. Now I don't take it too optimistic way that all problems should be taken up by the students, but you can think of it. that let's discuss with my seniors, my departmental teachers, and find out the electricity I'm a consumer, that means I'm a producer also. AC, I'm a consumer, that means I'm a producer also. Sound system, then all things, there is an engineering footprint. So those engineering footprint to be taken up as your opportunity. I hope that makes sense. You can observe there are some user interface and user interaction issues. Every backside of the seat, there is a number listed. Now, who designs those things? The seat you are sitting, which engineer is responsible for designing a seat? There are exams like GATE. There are exams like SEET. GATE exam is popularly known, but SEET exam, how many of you are aware about it? That after your graduation, you can go for SEET exam. Now, this examination for design, that is department agnostic, and this is a high-paying and very limited number of seats available in our country. Very limited IITs are offering SEET exams through exams, whatever the design courses are there. So this campus is full of opportunities. Where there is a problem, you find it's my opportunity. Whether it is your toilet, whether it is your kitchen, anywhere, whether it is a dustbin. So these facilities we have seen in a morning session also. Now there has come some questions that as a first year student, what is the expectation to yourself? The first expectation comes, since your childhood, you faced several kinds of problems. Starting with, आपके डोर में कोई लॉक लगा होगा, जहाँ पे भी आपकी घर है. So if someone is breaking the lock and stealing some items from your house, the person is qualified. You can understand, a mechanical engineer designed a lock and a class just by the mercy of students, that system is not a solution. That's why maybe reliability comes into picture, and many of us are paying high amount for our phone like Apple's and etc. brand. So here is not a brand show off, it's called a reliability. More reliable things and more dependable manner. So I think we have discussed that we are having a Guinness World Record. शायद उस समय बोला था. So Guinness World Record shows nothing. Shows a group behavior, meticulous preparation, and a strong knowledge, speed, perfections, assembly. Now I will skip all those things as a bit suffocating. All things we can sum up. In our there are three significant facilities available for Institute Innovation and Startup. The first is New Generation Innovation Network. It's a government of Tripura DIT supported one system where 5 projects every year given 1 lakh rupees. And there are some co-located places. Now this 1 lakh rupees given to you without any kind of return expecting from you in terms of money. Only it is expected, sound to changes again. Only it is expected that you should be designing a prototype or your whatever proof of concept. And if you are confident enough, you can submit through proper process. This is the 4th year running. That means 5 into 4, 20 students' projects been submitted with 1 lakh rupees. I am coordinating that particular project where successfully students have completed, they have done wonderful things. I will show some of the glimpses. These are our some common facilities. We are also having another opportunity called Nidhi TBI, Technology Business Incubation. And also we have qualified for Atal Incubation Mission, which is a 10 crores project. I'm also looking for this Atal Incubation Mission. And Nidhi TBI is looked after by our just immediate past Dean Academic Professor Rajiv Shah, Professor Umesh Misra, and Professor Partho Sarkar. So these are some glimpses how students perceive their ideas, submit, and scale it up to make a viable work. These are some glimpses of our MOU, the supportive other institutions. These are some previous startups by our students like Engineer Hub, then Yaro, Iotronics, all these things are student startups. There are a list of student submissions where they go through a rigorous evaluation process, they come up with their POCs, and then these POCs go to State Council and they get different kinds of funding. These glimpses are from some of the first submission in the year 2023. And students come up with the manufacturing unit of robots here. Some students come up with a proposal that they will be making braille printer. This is an all-girl company, Algomagnet. Now, they are all passed out. They are successfully now spread all over the globe. Now, the spirit shows that they are mentored by their senior, a lot of sessions. One first-year student had submitted a new idea. Like maybe next month you'll be getting a call for proposal from the students. That what are the new ideas coming to your mind? You design some prototype and submit. If you are qualified, you'll be getting 1 lakh rupees and a mentor. Now the first year students have given a beautiful idea, sir, I'll be making a pen by bamboo. But that idea was rejected by the jury members with viable cause. That is, how many times you are using bamboo pen? The student was not able to justify. Even he himself will be using that pen or not, he was not able to justify. Means, whatever that should be justifiable. After 4 years, you will be an engineer. You will be making a lot of solutions, proposals, etc. You have to justify that how this makes sense. ऐसे तो लगता खूब nature friendly etc. बहुत कुछ. But unless you are justifying, it is not be taken by anyone else. That sense of sellability comes. Just in connection to that, I always discuss with my student before the exam night. Always think that if I had been the teacher, आज students के लिए मैं क्या question set करूँ? तो ये जो sense आप में आएगा ना, that will help you to make a summarized suggestion. That is, you will be more aware that teacher and me are thinking in the same way. This perhaps maybe some technical solve करने के लिए. Okay. Now one thing is important. This justification and thinking alike. This journey will teach you your thinking is not sufficient unless your client is thinking it's good. So your thinking I'm doing good, more than it is important your clients are thinking good. Okay. So there are a lot of other proposals. Some students say that you will be making, it's a civil engineering problem, that you will be making solutions like that. There was a very interesting solution. They were making a gamifications of teaching how to brush. So we are having significant collaboration with different areas, different industries, and different collaborators who provide fund. We also spoke of IIT Roper, and that's why IIT Roper's TBI also support our students. Like last financial year, we had got support of 25 lakhs rupees, out of which 13 lakhs got by NIT Agartala and rest amount by different students of Tripura. We also have a collaboration with some alumni from foreign places like this alumni from Sydney. They are also providing little bit of works to students so that they can learn being into campus that how to solve real life problems. Different year calendar activities we perform. This is our IIC portal. This is a certificate of recognition that in a band of performer, NIT Agartala's activity of students for this innovation has been ranked as Atal Innovation by Performer Band. You'll be getting the details nitac.in, IICES. The website is extensively now upgraded by the students, so maybe within next 10-15 days you'll be getting all details there. We are also having the next facility called TaxMin. TaxMin is a specific facility for mining related solutions. Many of our students already got like 2 lakhs rupees, 13 lakhs rupees, such type of amount. Now this is a kind of incubation facility, different product range, and say UGPG award of 2025 batch. Pre-incubation, one of my students got, PD project, another faculty's group, then prototype submission. Every project is supported by a professional guidance. That means fund means responsibility, legalities, and your responsibility to complete the job. This is a wonderful journey. That is, being in the campus, you have to be competitive. You also find there is some scheme through which your ideas will be supported by money. It is looked after by Professor Rajiv Shah. The building, civil engineering building hosts the TaxMin office, and Ms. Sushmita Roy is the in charge. Another facility is Nidhi TBI. This is also business incubation. Your ideas should be nurtured, a prototype, POC, taken proper way, and you can apply there. Periodically, you'll be finding call for proposals come. That's why from the beginning you have to connect it to your seniors, to some of the faculties, frequently visit them, talk to them, and find out if you have some new idea or some great, you talk to them. So they are the that means mentors and officials of Nidhi TBI. So you have seen, as of now there are 3 existing facilities and Atal incubation is upcoming. Now all these require a legal entity. Now what is legal entity? All these things again require management. Apart from your studies, you have to involve in these managerial activities, like Jimkhana Body have already discussed. Our student success, I'll just finish with that. Many students, every student are having associated with a mentor. That means if some students are coming up with, we don't allow the students to work alone. Like I'm mentoring someone, some other faculty is mentoring some other students, it goes on. So this is one company initiated by one of our students. All these robots are manufactured here. So you can understand, along with these robots, their patent certificate, etc., research goes on. But the point is here in other way. As a student, if you want to work on such type of establishment, we are not looking at the money-making system. We are finding a solution where students can come and put their ideas, make it, and everything goes on in an ecosystem. So these are the activities. Their total capital is now 52 lakhs plus, valuation very few crores. Now, these type of ideas originated by a student who was someday in first year. Their DPIIT registered certification. That means Government of External that Commerce identifies this commercial product. They are all legal entities. We take periodical classes. What are the legalities? How the system to be manufactured, and how the to someone's research or someone's other activities. Now, such type of things are manufactured when there is a mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, electronics, computer, all together they sit and find out. Some students are very good in 3D design. Some students are from production engineering, working with me. This in orientation program, I invite people that after this orientation, your regular classes will be done. You take your time, visit computer science ground floor innovation cell through your research seniors, or directly you can approach to me. If you are good in 3D design, you can come. Job opportunities are there. We are also having co-located space, and many students from the first year they start working. Last year, after the orientation, one student started working from mechanical engineering, and he was not knowing anything about 3D. Later on, I found very fast he was coping up and working with just such challenging things. Now, this robot you can find is not a toy; it's a very serious machine, and it's a research machine. It can make all the present time AI-based interactions, path planning, 3D simultaneous localization mapping. That means research, product making, experiment, all you can do all together, and you have nothing to lose. We present our activity national level, several activities that was presented at IIT Madras, and you can imagine this particular student activity got funds from almost wherever applied. So 52 lakhs funds got. That's an amazing achievement. So this was in Bangalore Tech Summit, and all crowd, everyone was so fascinated. They thought it's a big manufacturing unit, but started by our student. The student is doing PhD, and many students are associated to that. Who is late? So I enjoy every year this association of students coming up with ideas, making new things, and that's why all our institute provides you this facility. There are different activities, just I'm quickly skipping on. Another company is Embosser. They are also a DPIIT registered company, and all robots are research robots. Remember, who are the clients of this robot? Science centers and different universities where these are taught. Because presently we import them from outside India. Can you imagine if someone had not told you that these are manufactured, you can find out that okay, they might be taken up somewhere from outside India. So this is a Rangoli robot which can create large scale Rangoli. Now I invite you all who are interested, you can work there as a volunteer. And these companies are having a beautiful concept called volunteer. You pay nothing, we pay you nothing. You learn in between. And most of these university-driven companies are created like that. So see how wonderful Rangolis are created. During any of our occasion, we create Rangolis by our robots. These are some conclusive remarks. Just I want to remind you one thing. Every day is important. You have a lot of time. After your class, you can invest 1 hour or 2 hours to think about what I have done the whole day. You can take weekend to design some part, and you can again meet with me if you have some wonderful things. You take the initiative only. Some students have taken initiative, I have just shown it before you. You take initiative, it will be shown to others. And that's the simple fund. I hope that's clear. If you have any queries, any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will just wind it up. So anytime, any idea coming to your mind, never feel shy. Come, take some schedule, visit there. If I'm not available in the room, no problem. You can write something, put it on a sheet, or you can just drop me a message, but never leave the idea. So once again, I want to remind you, today morning I said that this class may be not comfortable. You are having suffocation. Life don't give you comfort always. But remember what you are doing right now. I can observe. See, we the teachers have a skill. Starting to the last bench, who is using mobile, who is not attentive, we can understand. As the first day, I wish you make a promise. If I'm wasting even my time in just doing any little work when the class is going on, I'm wasting my preparation process or seasoning process. Since morning you people are tired, since morning you people are listening only people, and you feel you are too smart. Please make a seasoning that I can listen someone 8 hours. It's a physical training. And that physical training also comes in different ways. Sometimes comfortable, sometimes it is not. But please don't waste your life. No one will stop you. The moment I'm talking to you right now, till around 10-15 students are in mobile. Remember, mobile is not your property. Your parents have invested on you. ये पूरा body आपके loan पे है. एक भी चीज आपका खरीदा हुआ नहीं है. So in my class, if I find someone is disturbed by their mobile, I immediately call the students, very politely find their number of parents, talk to the parents. क्योंकि parents ने invest किया है. और ये भी आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. The good or bad, everything to be digested, then to be segregated and taken up. Your body is the primary thing who will tolerate all. और physical fitness भी आना बहुत जरूरी है. I hope our innovation, startup, and whatever the activities, these are the actual playground of our engineering. कितना इंजीनियर बनोगे वो बाहर आके आप यहाँ पे वर्क करोगे and prove the world how you can design a best toilet. आपको पता है कि हर साल इंडिया में टॉयलेट डिजाइन के लिए हिंदुस्तान लीवर की तरफ से कंपटीशन होता है इन करोड़ प्राइज में. So those things are real life solution. How you can make your water closet only using 1.8 liter of water. Maybe next day it will be 1.5 liter of water. Maybe 1 liter of water. कैसे आप अपने सिस्टम को बनाओगे तो ओनली 1 लीटर फ्लश. तो ये सारे हमारे रेगुलर एक्टिविटी है जहाँ पे इंजीनियर बने या ना बने सोसाइटल केयर शुड बी देयर. अब कुछ लोग उसको बहुत लाइटली लेंगे. ड्यूरिंग कोविड यू फेस लॉट ऑफ एनवायरमेंटल इश्यूज, सोसाइटल इश्यूज. उसमें नेक्स्ट कोविड नहीं आएगा उसका क्या गारंटी है. अभी इस रूम में अगर किसी को जुकाम या कोई भी सर्दी खांसी है, इज अ पोटेंशियल यू कैन से सीड टू इन्फेक्ट द होल रूम. So just think about an engineering solution. Think about that ये environmental conditions मेरे life का एक sector है. Come up with a solution. I will support you. Our institutional system will support you to make you to that level so that you make it a best one. Thank you everyone. Every day innovate and every day find out. It's a good opportunity. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Now, I will call upon Dr. Srimanta Rai to guide you through our academic rules, grading frameworks, and evaluation structures. So please welcome Dr. Srimanta Rai, the Associate Dean Exam.
Good afternoon, all the students and all the faculty members and dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Now, how tired are you? So, okay, from morning it's going on, right? Yes. So this is NIT Agartala. Welcome back. Welcome to NIT Agartala. This is what will be your regular routine.
is there for next 4 years, right? You will start in the morning and end up at 5 o'clock, maybe little later for some of you, right? Those who are interested in doing projects and other stuff, club activities, it will continue. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
So for them it will continue. And definitely for many of you who have the passion to do something different, for them it's enjoying. And many of the students anyway. First of all, I am associate in examination and faculty of the chemical engineering. So our labs in the first year, as you have seen in the workshop, there is lot many activities goes on there, right? There are students from mechanical engineering, production engineering. So you must be well aware of the different clubs being introduced over here, like Baha, right? Have you heard about Baha? No. Okay. So there are activities where the students actually make modification with regard to the car, right? It is not only about computers, right? It's about everything, all the engineering. And you are a very important batch for us, because you, as you all know from the morning sessions, that you have taken admission in the under NEP. So what NEP is flexible curriculum. So what is the flexibility? जब चाहे सो जाओ हॉस्टल में, आने की जरूरत नहीं, right? No. Flexibility is with regard to your career choice, right? कौन सा career choice करना है? I think 50% मेरे को AI computer science, right? किसी को मिला है, किसी को नहीं मिला है. How many of you are like? How many of you want to take your career in computer science and all those careers? How many? So not a big number. Anyone else? Not a big number. So we have a lot of people who are from the code domains, right? Who want to stay in the code. Computer, I think we are standing in a very critical juncture. Anthropogenic का नाम सुना है? How many of you heard of the company's name Anthropogenic? नहीं? Anthropogenic is one of the pioneer in AI, right? And very recently, in the global domain, they have already told that we have actually stopped developing AI for quite some time, and we will not develop any AI, and if we develop, it will not be available in the user domain. You know why? Because they are confused. Where are we taking the developments all around? Right? Is it in the right direction? Because whatever output they are coming, which is not expected as per their algorithms, so they are also confused. Right? So you are in a very critical juncture. आप career शुरू तो कर रहे हो एक domain में, लेकिन खत्म जब करोगे तब maybe the entire domain is changed. Maybe you are starting with a point where you at the end of 4th year you will find whatever you are learning, maybe you need to learn something else. Right? So this is a very changing domain. For core, I think it's little bit different. Core इतना change एक साथ तो नहीं होने वाला है, right? We will still go up in the morning and brush our teeth, maybe with a robotic brush, but we will be brushing our teeth. So we need toothpaste. That's for done, right? So those things will be there. We have to go out. Maybe we will be riding a quadcopter, but we still need a rotating blades, right? We need motors over there. So these things will be there. So that's the flexibility, right? So where you can take up one engineering as your domain, and you have the option to do multiple open elective options, so that you can keep your passions alive. And that's what all the clubs and all activities are, right? But as we have to say, in this flexible career making journey, what we will be doing, our exam section or our examination or academic progress, it has to follow a structure, right? We will follow a structure, and I will be updating you on that structure. What is that structure? The structure is how will be graded, how you have to go through. And then the next very important section is the student section. You can go there, you will find. Then the second, madam. So let me, along with side, let me introduce in the examination. I am the associate dean. Along with, but as I said, I am a faculty of the chemical engineering department. So every time you will not find me in the associate dean office, right? So what you will do? Will you wait? No, you don't need to wait, because let me introduce our Mrs. Payal Sarkar, our one of the member in our examination section. So she will be there. Another member is there who was there in the morning session. Right now he is busy with some other students. So there are 2 more people over there in the examination section. So where are we located? We are located, all of you must have seen the Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda auditorium, right? And how many have taken time to explore move around the campus as of now? Go to the different buildings. Okay? Very few. Okay, so these are not adventurous. So please try to go through the campus. So you need to know the campus. You need to know where the buildings are. So as you see in the Admin 1 building, in the Admin 1 building ground floor, as you enter from the Swami Vivekananda statue side, you will find in the ground floor you have 3 rooms, GF4, GF5. So those are the rooms written over there as examination sections, right? We all sit over there in those sections, right? So that's a very important part. So you are here with regard to the examination. Let's find out what is our schedule of examination. Okay. So over here, if you let me go and take you your next plan. Your coming plan, you have already taken the admission. So your next plan will be your class test, quiz, and all those things is coming out, right? So you have taken a course. How the courses are distributed? Your course, each courses is linked with certain credits. You have हम लोग you all know DT means delta T is not remaining, right? So it's a dynamic process. So आपका senior के साथ जो हुआ है जैसे हुआ है process has changed. So same process will not apply. It has changed. It's a continuous evolution, and we are changing in this domain under our leadership, our directors and our academic offices. What we are doing, we are continuously changing, such that we can cope up with the industry, right? Such that we can with your job market, such that we can make you better for the startup, entrepreneurship, and all those things that has been talked about, right? So it cannot remain same. So whatever experience your immediate senior है, उसका previous senior का experience same नहीं था, right? So what I will say always is don't go after the कौवा मेरा कान लेके भाग गया, कान में टच करके देखो कि कान है कि नहीं जगह पे, right? So go back to your department, look at the website, find out the notification, ask your faculty advisors and monitor. If you don't get an answer, then ask where to go next. I have this query, where should I go? Right? He will coordinate and guide you to the section where you need to ask the questions. Right? Some may be related to examination, some may be related to scholarship, some may be related to your hostel. We don't know where. Right? So that's the most important thing that you need to know. And in this process of transformation, as we said, that this is has a very important role. Everything what you cannot do is written. What you can do is not written. Okay? You can do anything. Inko chhod. So what you cannot do is written over here. And I follow this very important thing in my chemical engineering courses, and I always tell my students कि आप जो लिख रहे हो उसमें से जो नहीं लिख रहे हो सिर्फ उसका ही मार्क्स मैं लूँगा, बाकी सब मार्क्स आपका है. So we follow the same principle. अगर आप क्या नहीं कर सकते हो लिखा हुआ है, आप इतना मत करो, बाकी जो चाहे करो, उसमें कुछ लिखा नहीं, right? So if you do any of this, we will consider this an offense, and deterrence is also being given over there. So please, I request all of you to go through that and know it clearly कि ये मेरा guidelines है, right? Integration कर रहा है तो ये मेरा limits है. I have to work within these limits. Okay, that's very important for us. That's why we call it a discipline method. And then, as you go through the career, as we are talking about, so you have to go through your examination. So midterm आ गया, midterm के बाद end term आएगा, and you have to go through that process. Now, this semester you are being handheld. आपको कौन सा course लेना है, वो define कर दिया गया है. You already have your number of courses added up in your account, right? The next semester, it's not there. You are your own, because you have already transformed. Little bit delta T change हो गया है, right? You are not the same. You are getting experience of 6 months. तो next semester में January जब आओगे, तो you have to again register for the next semester courses. And how will you do that? For that you have to go to your department, meet your faculty advisor, do the proper subject research and complete the process. That's important. अभी जिन लोगों एग्जाम देने के बाद भी थोड़ा स्लिप हो गया है, मतलब it's not a infeasible thing. तो he will get another opportunity, जिसको हम supplementary exam बोलते हैं. No. Rule is still same. No. Rule is still same. Within that 5 to 7 days from the examination. उसके बाद नहीं. उसके बाद contact कर दो तो नहीं होगा. Okay. So you don't need to move around. You have to talk to your faculty and you have to tell कि इसी reason मैंने fail किया. So मैंने exam नहीं दे पाया. So there will be a guideline. End term होगा तो if you are sick you have to submit doctor's prescription कि क्यों आप sick थे. अगर गिर गए हो तो that's another reason. फैमिली कैलामिटीज आया है तो उसका भी प्रूफ देना पड़ेगा एंड इट विल गेट यू. सो दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट यू विल फेस इन दिस सेमेस्टर्स. अभी ये जो एग्जाम दोगे तो ग्रेडेशन कैसे होगा? हाउ विल बी ग्रेडेड? मैंने अच्छा दिया है, खराब दिया है, कैसे चलेगा? हाउ विल बी ग्रेडेड? ऑल ऑफ यू हैव गॉन थ्रू. एज आई सेड प्रोस्पेक्टस में ये दिया हुआ है. आवर हाईएस्ट ग्रेड इज 9, दैट इज 9 एंड अबव. 9 to 10 इज X, उसके बाद A, उसके बाद B. लोएस्ट ग्रेड है वो है A, फेल in the subjects, right? So that's most important and this is for the theories. Labs के लिए क्या होगा? 30, 20, 50 जो बताया वो तो theory के लिए है. For labs 70% is continuous evaluation. That means you have to attend each and every lab and each lab is being assessed and 70% marks is there. मैंने सारा लैब नहीं किया, हॉस्टल में सोता रहा या घर में रहा या आया नहीं, फाइनल में पहुंच गया, आके बोला मैं ऐसा लैब में था, राइट? ये मेरा रिपोर्ट है, ये मेरा वाइवा है. No, don't expect. Okay, so you have to attend all the labs and you have to give your copy, which will be 20 marks, will be 10 marks, and then you have going through a viva, that is 20 marks. So total 100 marks is distributed in this fashion. Okay, so that means किसी ने अगर पूरा लैब खत्म भी नहीं हुआ, still he can pass if he does good in the rest of the labs. Okay, so there is no problem with that one. So don't need to think about anything. So remaining in the class, attending the class, and doing all those activities in proper time is important. Okay, अभी कितने लोगों का MIS में पापा मौसी का इसका घर में किसी और का मोबाइल नंबर दिया हुआ है, जो नंबर आपका एक्सेस में नहीं है? ऐसा कितने लोग हैं? है कि कोई नहीं है? That's very nice. So make sure the mobile number and the email address that you are being given in the MIS is yours. You are accessible on that one. That's most important. And there is another option to give your APAR ID. That's another very important thing. Fill up your APAR ID. Because coming the thing in the academic calendar, you will see before the examination. In the academic calendar, you will see before the midterm, between 22 to 22nd, I will point it out. Point number 11, your admit card download. Okay, and with why admit card download? Because as I said, it's important for us to explore, for you to explore the campus. Okay, you are all the first year, so you will be randomly assigned an examination seat across any building in the campus. कितना building देखे हो? प्रोडक्शन इंजीनियरिंग बिल्डिंग किधर है? एक बंदे ने दिखाया. House both production and mechanical engineering department, right? And then at the back side department. On the other side you have the science block, on the top we have the bioengineering department. Electrical and EC share a common building. One side electrical, one side electronics, EC. Computer science building देखे हो? Right. उसमें कितना डिपार्टमेंट है? उसमें 2 डिपार्टमेंट है. कंप्यूटर साइंस या इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन इंजीनियरिंग डिपार्टमेंट है, राइट? लाइब्रेरी गए हो, गोल्डन जुबली नॉलेज सेंटर, उसका ऊपर ह्यूमैनिटीज डिपार्टमेंट है, ओके, सो यू नीड टू नो ऑल द डिपार्टमेंट्स, क्योंकि योर सीट्स विल बी रैंडमली असाइन्ड, दैट्स नेचुरल, ओके। तो सेटिंग जो होना मे एक्चुएट मे नॉट एक्चुएट, राइट, जो जिसको बोल के जो छोड़ के गया है वो नहीं मिलने वाला है, वो भी हो सकता है। सो एक्सपेक्ट एंड just continue your study and give the examination, that's important. So knowing all the buildings is important. So we published our examination schedule and we give you randomly assign the venue to you. That means this particular batch of students, this is the venue, you go and sit over there and give the examination. So that's how we work. So आप दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट में गए हो, राइट, दूसरा सेक्शन है, उसी डिपार्टमेंट दूसरी सेक्शन को जानता नहीं है, कोई फैकल्टी आ गया, वो भी रैंडमली आ गए, राइट, he doesn't teach your sessions. So how will you know you are the same person? How will you know? कितने लोगों के बचपन का, एकदम बचपन का, क्लास 5-6 का फोटो लगाया एमआईएस में? बहुत सारे लोग मिलेंगे, राइट? रिसेंट फोटो तो नहीं है, बहुत सारे लोगों का। We are just quickly going through. So resultant क्या होगा? फैकल्टी आपको क्वेश्चन करेंगे। So make sure when you go to the examination hall, you have an admit card, right? Admit card comes out from your MIS account. You don't need to go anywhere. Your admit card will automatically come out from your dates. You go to the MIS account and you can download your admit card. That's important, right? And you go over there, admit card में क्या रहेगा? आपका छवि रहेगा, आपका कौन-कौन सा subjects है वो रहेगा, and then your upper ID will be there. So we can find it out who you are, okay? And then you can give the examination. So this is the reason admit card is there. सर मेरा एडमिट कार्ड डाउनलोड नहीं हो रहा है, ये बीच का जो दिन तो था उसी दिन में मैं ट्रैवल कर रहा था, होता है, मेरे को ट्रैवल नहीं कर रहा था, मैं हॉस्टल में ही था, लेकिन हॉस्टल से एडमिट कार्ड का साइट में ट्रैवल करने में टाइम लग गया, यही तो होता है। तब मेरे को याद आया, किसी दोस्त ने बताया कि एडमिट कार्ड डाउनलोड करना है, मैं पहले ही बोल रहा हूँ कि ये आपको करना है, राइट, जो यहाँ पे नहीं है उनको बता देंगे। सो रिजल्टेंट तब अगर ट्राई करोगे तो आपका एडमिट कार्ड नहीं डाउनलोड होने वाला है। So in that case, you probably have to ask for duplicate admit card, right? Because of defaulter बन गए हो, your admit card has already been withdrawn from your account, okay? Because आपने timely download नहीं किया, right? So these dates are very important. The giving the examination, for each examination we will notify. So all the notifications that we will give will come under main. So there is a section known as student notification. Okay, if you click that one, you will find out examination as an option. In the examination, we upload all the notification. Whenever we upload an exam schedule, it prompts in the website that new exam notification has come out. Right? Go to that notification and check whatever we have given. So this is what you have to do. Not much. You have to go to the website, keep yourself updated with the changing notifications that we are giving time to time. Okay. And another very important thing is our MIS account. So this is a model MIS account where from your student taxes. So this is what you are going to see in your student taxes. So once you go over there, online. Just a minute.
ষোড়শ দ্বারা আছে কোনটা এখানে কিছু হইতেছে না, অফ করে করতাম, কিছু হইতেছে না, এদিকে কিছু হইতেছে না, পারতো সুমন্যা লেগে না ব্রাউ बेटा उधर बेटा तो कुछ बोर्ड कवर कर बोल रहे मेरे पास नहीं
So this is the where you find your MIS account. Under online payment you have an option for common interface. If you go over there, you will go over there, you will find a lot many options over there. These are the different. You will not need many, you will need only that mark statement. This is what you are going to need the most. Okay, the mark statement, come CGPA percentage, come medium of instruction. This is what you are going to need for bank loans, for your scholarship application, for everything. Okay, so these systems works like that. That once you make the payment, there will be tabs available over there, and from that you will download. Notification is there in our website. You follow the path and you can download it. What does it give? It is very important certificates. This tells you what is the CGPA, what is the percentage of that CGPA, that all the courses are taught in English. It is all, this not distance, not online, it is all in-campus program, right? And then it also gives you, which is very important for many internship, how many back papers are holding for that semesters. So it gives all the details. And this certificate is a digital format, it's clearly written, no signature is required. So you don't need anyone's signatures. आपका आधार कार्ड में किसी का सिग्नेचर है क्या? So how is it valid? You are self-attesting it, right? The same concept goes over here. You can download the certificate. उसमें clearly लिखा हुआ है. It's a digital certificate. So since in the digital India, we have already moved together and we have made this certificate with the digital format with the barcode and the issue date, right? And you can self-attest it and submit it to any portal and it should work. Other than that, in the same one academic reports format, in the academic reports, you can see there is one transcripts and other reports. So over there you can consolidate grade card. So over there you will see this kind of system, this kind of details will come up. That means for each semester, your entire course, whatever you have done, what are the CGPA, what are the grades you obtained, everything is being given over here, right? So all details you will find out. So these two is always available in your account. You don't need to come to us to ask for anything, right? You will find all this available in your MIS account. Just explore it, get to know these things and use it whenever you need. Okay, so this is the major thing that you need to know your first year. Rest part as you go forward, you will learn. And we are always there, but most important thing, as I said, if you have any queries, go to your department, go to your faculty advisor, go to your coordinator, and ask him, take the problem and ask him, where should I go? This is my problem, right? Most of 90% of the problem will be solved over there itself. 20% problem comes because students only listen to some other, doesn't go to the department or faculty advisor or to coordinator. Otherwise, it would have been solved right over there. So, if it is still 10% remains is not getting solved, they will call to the respective section, maybe be it us, maybe scholarship, maybe academics, they will solve it out. Another certificate you will need over there. Common interface. Next, another you will need, that is the first one, bona fide certificate. What is bona fide? That you are studying in NIT Agartala, right? For that you can apply over there. This certificate is given hard copy wherever you have taken admission. You have taken admission in the academic section, so academic section will issue you this bona fide certificate whenever you need it, right? You can make the payment, go with the slip, they will issue the bona fide certificate. So this is the process. These are the two major certificates that you might need. Rest certificates you don't need anything else, and you can continue with that one. you have to be careful with the examination, with the class, right, with the attendance, with giving the quiz, class test in the due schedule, complete all the examinations, and as you come back in the next semester, your subject registration. These are the two things that will take you through for the first two. मेरा 8.5 के above है, लेकिन मेरे साथ indiscipline कोई activity है, तो still you will not get the distinction. Okay, it's completely barred over there. So you will not get distinction if you have any of those, and it's recorded in our systems. So you will not get distinction. So up to 6.5 is first class, below 6.5 you will be second class. So this is all the credits and all those things that you will be needing. These are the important for your transformations, for this your academic journey and career. First year में आप cope up हो जाओ, आप
Good afternoon to everyone. So I am Vidyut. I am officiating the MI section. Actually, Dr. Neeraj Sharma is the faculty in charge. Presently, is not in station, so I am officiating. Now, why I put up this in the starting slide is because you are all acquainted with this. Okay? Even before coming to NIT Agartala, you have visited this site for your pre-admission registration and final registration. So, to a large extent, you are acquainted with this. Now, what I am going to do is, I'll just quickly go through some of the salient features. There are many things to be looked into. In due course of time, we will be doing that. And finally, I will be concluding with the name and of the key persons who you should be contacting, provided you land up in any problem. Now, there are many modules in these MIS. Academics is there, hostel is there, TNP is there, medical is there, library is there. So I will not be covering all of them. To give you a glimpse of what is there in MIS, let us begin with the academics. Now, academics starts with payment of tuition fees. This semester, tuition fees has already been paid. You have paid it not to NIT, you have paid it to CSAB, and from there we will adjust it. So that is the duty of the institute. As such, when you get promoted in the next semester, then the first thing that you have to do is you have to pay the fees. How much you have to pay, when you have to pay, these things will come in the notice. You don't have to enter anything over there to pay 4,000, 40,000, everything will come over there depending upon your category and your reservation, whatever there are, depending upon that, those things will be there. Now, in this world, nothing comes free. First you have to pay and then you get the service. Here also, you have to pay the semester fees, then you are going to get the services. Provided you need these services. Most of the time, the students, they do not require services, or they are happy not getting services, provided, if the classes are not held, if the teacher is somehow absent for a day, you rejoice. That should not be. Since you are paying, so you should see to it that every penny is every penny should come back to you. Now, after this lighter mode, let us go into how the payment is to be done. Now, whenever you log into your site, you will be seeing that there is a tab called online payment. There you will select SBI UPay and then you pay the tuition fees. So after the tuition fees is paid, next the system is that you have to go for what we call as physical registration. For this, you have to visit your faculty advisor. Hopefully you have come to know about your faculty advisor, who he is, where he sits, all these things you have to find out. You can talk to him also. After you have paid your fees, you have to visit the faculty advisor on some specified days. If you are not visiting him on specified days, then a fine will be paid. In that case, you have to pay the fine and then revisit it again. Why this is done? It is done so that you are disciplined and you start attending classes from day one. Now, once you have paid your fees, then you have to register the subject. That is what it is being shown, course registration, you register the subjects. How do you register? You will be seeing, the moment you go in there, academics, registration, semester registration, you will see there are a lot of subjects. There are a few subjects which are like compulsory, which will be over there. You can select them, and then there would be few elective subjects whose selection would depend or would require a little bit of guidance. And this guidance would be provided by the faculty advisor. You can talk to them, and depending upon your need, your inclination, he or she will suggest you what electives should be taken. So this is what the semester registration done. Next thing is, we are very stringent on the attendance. Minimum 75% attendance is required. So what the teachers are going to do, they are going to upload the attendance on day-to-day basis in the MIS portal. The moment they do so, you will be able to see what is the percentage of attendance coming. How do you see that? Again, academic, admission, attendance, of course, registration details. The moment you click there, for each subject you are going to see the attendances. Next is like the class going on like this, day-to-day basis you are attending the classes, your attendance is fine, you are having attendance over 75%, then you are allowed to sit in the examination. And before the examination starts, you need to have your admit card with you, and the admit card, the admit card will be available from this academic examination print admit card. You log into your site and then you can download the admit card. The site will remain open, or this activity will remain open for a very short time, 1 day or 2 days, within which you have to download. In case you fail to download, then there is another option which is called duplicate admit card downloading. There again, like you have to pay something, a penalty, 200 rupees, and then you can download. This is also required, like many times it happens that you rush for your exams and you forget to take the admit card. Moment you land up there, then you find that you have not brought the admit card. So in such case also you have to download the duplicate admit card, because the previous admit card would not be again accepted, because your invigilators are going to write that you have lost your admit card. So these are some of the things that you have to do on day-to-day basis. Next comes the student feedback, which is very, very important. This student feedback is required from students to know like how did you like the content of the course, how was the teaching learning method, whether you like the deliberations of the teacher or not. So to know all these things from you, again the site will be open for a few days, within which you have to give your feedback. Now rest assured that whenever you are giving your feedback, your teachers are not going to know your identity. Nobody is going to disclose. These are all like whenever you give your feedback, it is all hidden. Don't panic that these teachers are going to know like what feedback you have given. So the feedback is something that is totally dependent upon you. Whatever you feel like you can give. Next is after you appear in examinations, then what you wait for? You wait for your results, isn't it? So how do you come to know how have you performed? You have to see your results. Where will you find the results? There also you have to log into your account and see. When are you going to log into your account? When you know, how do you know when the results are going to be published? Our AD has always said that we have our academic calendar curriculum where each and everything is mentioned properly. So you know on the particular day when the result is going to be published. On that day you will log into your account, visit the academic tab, go to the examination, and then my result. So your result will be visible over there. Only your result will be visible. You are not going to see your friends' results. That's it. Now, for the first year students, they have got an opportunity to internally slide to a different branch. Now, there are regulations based on which this is allowed. But the application for this internal sliding is done through MIS. How do you do that? This is important. You have to visit the academic, transaction, and internal sliding form. You have to fill up all the details over there. When can you fill this up? Again, there will be a notice, and this activity will be initiated. Based on your performance, you will be allowed to fill up, or you may not be allowed. Like somebody has got F grade or less than 8.5, they will simply not be eligible for this. The system is going to screen them out. But those who are eligible, they can submit, but this does not guarantee that you will be getting a chance to, or you will be getting a what we call as department of your choice. you will be filling 5 to 6 choices, but depending upon the relative performance of the other competing candidates, you may or you may not get a particular branch. So this is what is the internal sliding. Next is the examination fees. This is often required. Many times you do not clear all the papers in time, so you have to appear for supplementary examination. In such cases, again, you have to apply for these examination fees. Now, whenever there is a payment to be done, we have the same step. It's online payment, SBI ePay, common payment interface. Then you have to select the requisite. And once you have paid the fees, you definitely require a receipt. So, in your case also, you have paid 7,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees for hostel, you have required the fee receipt. So all the fee receipts are available in the academics reports and then the payment receipt. And within payment receipt, there are different types of payments. Depending upon the payment that you have done, you can download the receipt and keep a copy with you. Now, backlog registration and parallel registration are two things which are required in case for those unfortunate students who did not clear the subject in the first chance, or who were debarred from attending the examination due to shortage of attendance. That is called parallel registration. Your academic section will explain in detail about this. Now, bona fide certificate is one thing that you people require to prove yourself that you are a student of this institute. So, for this also you have to apply online. The procedure remains same. You have to pay the fees. How do you pay the fees? Online, you will pay fees, then you apply. And we are trying to do something that you need not go to the academic section to get the bona fide certificate. We are trying that the bona fide certificate is delivered to you into your account so that you can take a print out of it. It is still in the making, it has not happened, but very soon it is going to happen. So this is all about the academics. Next comes the training and placement. This is also very vital, where in your third year, you are supposed to go for an implant training. During that, you apply for the internship, and this internship, when you are applying, it has to be done through the MIS, because they keep a record of how many students have applied, how many have got, etc. Next, we come across important thing is the hostel, right? Hostel, you have been staying there for I think 2 nights or more than that. So you have come to know a little bit about the hostel. You have already paid the initial hostel fees, which is non-refundable till you leave this institute or you graduate. 7,000 is there. Some of you might have paid 7,000 rupees twice, so you talk to the authorities how you are going to get that back or get it adjusted. That is one thing. Next thing is the mess deal balance. You have paid 30,000 rupees and you know that you are going to get breakfast, lunch and dinner for that. So it may happen that you will be away from the mess for a few days or away from the hostel for some genuine reason for a few days. So maybe the total 30,000 rupees or whatever you have paid might not be consumed, and there might be some balance. So we always interested to know that. So at the end of the semester, they come out with a mess bill. Every month there will be, it's possible, but at the end of the month also it is possible, at the end of the semester. So they keep on publishing the mess bill. The moment the mess bill is published, you visit your MIS account and try to find out, visit the hostel, then reports and mess bill balance. You will see how the balance is changing. In case there is any discrepancy, you can again point it out to them that I was present for so many days, I was absent for so many days, my mess bill is more than what I was expecting. These things can be dealt with during the initial 3-day display period. If they find that yes, there is something wrong, they can correct it. But to avoid for these type of discrepancies, what you can do is you should always apply through the leave application. Whenever you are leaving the hostel, you see to it that you are filling up the leave application. And then your warden will be authorized to sanction your leave. There are different regulations, like how many days in a month you are going to get leave. Those things are there. Depending upon that, these things would be accepted or rejected. But as a boarder, it is always advisable, and it has to be followed strictly, that whenever you are leaving hostel, you are applying for maize leave through this application module. So now the next thing that comes to your mind is that you are staying in the hostel. Say the window pane breaks in your room. Who are you going to inform it to? To the supervisor? Yes, you can do that. But in a hostel where there are 1500 students, it is always very difficult for a single supervisor to remember like whose window pane has been broken in a hostel. So it is advisable that you like put up your complaint through the complaint registration and the grievance module. How do you do that? Like you log into your account, then you go to administration, complaint and grievance registration, and then you put up the complaints. Now once you are into that system, you will see that there are different types of complaints coming. Like you have to select. Say your fan is not moving, then you have to select the electrical, and your room number will automatically come there. And what type of problem you are getting, whether the fan is moving slowly or it is not, it's not moving at all. All those things have to be noted down in the description of the complaint. If like maybe it may so happen that the faucets in a particular toilet is not working, or you are not getting water in the cistern. So all those things can also be written in the complaint box. Whenever you are filing the complaint, the complaint gets registered under your name, and you will be able to see whether that has been attended or not. The moment they attend it properly, you will find that it has been attended. You can give also a reminder of that, like for 7 days nobody has come. So you can again like ping that so that they can get a reminder. The next thing is the healthcare unit of the institute. I think the earlier speakers have already spoken about the healthcare facility. It is what we call as a healthcare facility. That is, if something goes wrong with you, hopefully not, then the doctors are available. A small dispensary is also there. They can give you medicines. If it is very serious, they can send you for to a hospital also. But say for instance, like you got a seasonal changes, you got a fever, maybe you have sprained your ankle while playing. So when you are visiting the doctor, they do not give you any like written prescription as such. Whatever complaint you have come out with, they are going to record that in the system. Whatever medicines they have prescribed, that will be also written in the system. And how are you going to know that? For that also, you can log into your account. And once you log into your account, go to administrative, health, reports, and then you click on the employee student prescription details. In the entire 4 years, how many the number of times you have visited a doctor, everything gets recorded. Whatever medicines have been given, everything gets recorded. And I tell you, this type of system you will not be getting in many of the well-known institutes. We are trying, it's our endeavor that the entire thing should become paperless. You should not write anything, everything should be online. So as a part of that endeavor, it's a small step. I think there would be doctors from the hospital also who can guide you and tell you more about the facilities. Apart from this, there are facilities in the library, etc. I am not covering. The most important thing a very bright and smiling face when a person says, "That's enough." Okay. Thank you. Next speaker.
We have our next speaker from Internal Complaints Committee. She is Dr. Karuna
Kiran, she is member secretary of Internal Committee.
Right.